All right, so today I want to talk about kind of planning through the new year and things I'm thinking about as we look to 2018. I know we're still some days out, but prior preparation prevents poor performance, and so that's what we're shooting for. So, kind of the way I approach this question, or what are you planning to do in 2018, as far as like, do you have any resolutions? Do you have any goals? Do you have any disciplines? Things like that. So, the first thing I kind of came up with for myself is who do I want to be at the end of 2018? Um, and it's kind of focused on character. And then what do I have to do to get myself to be of that character? Is that I want to be punctual? Is I want to have integrity? Is I want to be honest? Kind of things like that. And then making those changes in my life and putting the checkpoints and the plans to actually get that stuff to happen. Who do I want to be at this point in time? Deciding who that is, putting a plan in place to make that happen, and then sticking to it. And that's the simplicity of it. So, kind of just that question: who do I want to be? Who do I want to be as a son or daughter? Who do I want to be as a student? Who do I want to be as a coworker? Things like that. Um, so the next breakdown of this comes into put it in categories. And so I'm kind of thinking, what are some faith goals that I have this year? What are some physical goals that I have this year as far as health? And this can go into eating habits, going to the gym, all these things. Um, Water consumption, any of that could fit into their relational goals. For me, is that do I want to hang out with a friend a week or something like that, and really just kind of nailing that down and saying, oh, these are my friends, this is what I want to do with them this year, and coming up with some fun things to do and making those happen rather than just looking back in a couple of years and be like, oh, well, I wish we would have, kind of thing. So breaking down into categories. Also, I think another important one is some financial goals. Um, Whether that's probably for me, it's just becoming better at tracking where my money goes. For other people, it may be setting up a savings, becoming a saving habit, investing habit, maybe, or something like that. A tithe is really important. So, kind of things like that. What are some categories to think about for planning for the next year? And then the next part of that would be the plan. What do you plan to do? How do you plan to do it? And then what's the first step to do it? I think is the most important part. Some good advice that I've also heard for these New Year's resolutions, if you will, and planning for the new year is that start now. Start a couple days early so you have a couple days under your belt. And the last thing I want to, before I get into the last thing, for the first step, um, make it actionable, make it doable. Just have the faith to start and just start doing something. Don't let the what it may be to get it done stop you from just starting. And the last piece I want to leave you is no 0 days. And so basically, a 0 day is even if it's a health goal and you're not having it that day, do one push up. Um, say something one time. Give someone one compliment. Things like that. Just so you don't have a 0 day. If you had a bad day, eat a carrot. One thing that was healthy. And that's so you can begin to transform even a bad day into a it wasn't zero, so no 0 days. Take that first step. I encourage you to kind of sit down for maybe it's just an hour with a notepad and this is what we're going to do. And then for me, it's been really helpful to tape it somewhere. So that's kind of planning for 2018. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.